And so I think that's really interesting. We're still super early days, but I think there's a really good chance that 20 years out, maybe not even that that far away, that this is like the ultimate finance case study. And it was like, the first public company, which I think has a chance on the other side of this Bitcoin is hyper Bitcoinization event horizon to be one of the biggest companies in the world, and really be a model for every other forward-thinking firm, and maybe every other firm eventually on the planet.
So we got this quick excerpt from Dylan Leclerc, and basically what he's saying is the next hat to drop is the corporate MicroStrategy strategy. And obviously MSTR and Michael Saylor, they have set the standard, but as the stock continues to outpace everything in the market, there's eyeballs that are watching. Wall Street will catch on to this, and there will be a huge corporate Bitcoin adoption play where you have corporations having FOMO on not missing the Bitcoin rally. And once again, this is Sean coming back at you with another MicroStrategy video. It's MicroStrategy jam-packed. We got more from Dylan, so make sure you watch this video until the end. If you like this content, make sure you go ahead and smash that like button, and we appreciate all your support. Before getting straight into it, check us out at Bitcoin Bros 101. We have our learning, our ebooks, our crash courses, all our social links, our premium Patreon pass, our ebooks. If you're getting started in crypto, check these out. The Crypto Millionaire, Getting Started with Bitcoin and Crypto's Ultimate Beginner's Guide, instant download. And then also, if you want to get into the charts, we look at the charts. Technical Analysis 101, get your books now. First update is going to happen soon. Companies will copy the MicroStrategy game plan, and this will further the acceptance of Bitcoin and MicroStrategy. Definitely got to like, definitely got to retweet this, because this is something that is 100% coming. MicroStrategy has set that standard for corporate finance. The new corporate strategy with Bitcoin is going to be the blueprint in which Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy have implemented. And take a look at MicroStrategy, the current time it's recording. We are showing you this on the 8-hour chart. The market's closed, market opens tomorrow. We'll go over that tomorrow, but you see the 20 moving average. We see the 20 crossing over the 50 and the 200. This is a bullish cross, 100%. As you see what MicroStrategy's done, it sort of is bouncing off, respecting this 20 and stair-stepping our way up. Now, one thing to pay attention to, once we had got back above this and we started to use the 20 as a pogo stick, we've came up roughly 40% on the first bounce. And then we came back, look at this was a double bottom, but we actually come back and then at least touch or wick below the 20 before bouncing up again. And then went from 40% to almost 44%, came back down. Look at this wick down here, but then we came back and actually touched. Remember, you got to see that touch. This touch could be counted as one, but this is still one move. So yeah, first run up, cool off, run up, pull back, run up, cool off, run up, pull back, run up, cool off. And look, we actually kissed it here. So this is an anomaly in the chart, but could this be getting ready to go up to that 40% range if we just keep it consistent from this pullback? I guess this could be technically called a pullback here, but if we have it taken from this low, this would take us up to roughly a $260 MicroStrategy before we then get some type of retracement, cool off, before we bounce up off that 20 moving average some more. But if we use this as the pullback for 40%, if we go up another 40% from here, this would take us up to almost a $287 MicroStrategy price. So as you see, this is just stair-stepping its way up. Looks bullish. This is the smaller time frame, the 8 hours. So pay attention. After hours, we see that MicroStrategy is actually up $239. So right now, as long as MicroStrategy stays consistent, this market will open up higher than it closed. So there will be a gap there around 234 to 239 at the current time this recording. This could change by the time you see this, so just bear with me. And then Michael Saylor is giving an update. Bitcoin makes the Magnificent 8. Bitcoin, aka MicroStrategy, the Magnificent Eight, Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Meta, Facebook, Amazon, and Google. MicroStrategy is now in good company. And daily traded volume, you can see that it's past Google and Amazon. So when it's all said and done, will MicroStrategy be up here with Nvidia and Tesla as Bitcoin continues up this bull cycle? It'd be interesting to see what this daily trading volume looks like, as there's a lot of euphoria in the market. It'll be interesting when Bitcoin hits $100,000 what MicroStrategy is doing and what the news outlets are saying. Hope you're prepared. MSTR is like buying Amazon. MicroStrategy will become the Bitcoin-backed Amazon of capital markets. Before people could even conceptualize how transformative it was and how obsolete the big box stores would become, or like buying Bitcoin when it was hundreds of dollars, only safer. Definitely like and retweet this, because it's one thing to have an understanding of Bitcoin. It's another thing to understand what MicroStrategy is doing with the traditional finance market. And you can see the opportunity there. And we agree with this sentiment 100%. So when was Bitcoin hundreds of dollars? We're going to zoom out on the charts. We're getting on the weekly chart. Hundreds of dollars was back in around the 2013 to 2015 range. This area here. And if we just pick an arbitrary mark down here and pull up to where we are right now, that's a 20,000% gain over the past 10 years. So MicroStrategy over the next 10 years, if you're buying right now. Now, mind you, we had a split. So this really isn't $234. $234 would be down these areas here. But you get the picture. 20,000% from down here. Let's pick an arbitrary number and pull this up. 20,000% would take you up to a $4,900 MicroStrategy price. So the question is, how fast will this occur? Will this happen this cycle? So free financial advice, you don't have enough MicroStrategy. If you're not getting into this trade, you're not understanding how revolutionary this is for the traditional markets, because this is going to help push Bitcoin into the mainstream market with the MicroStrategy blueprint. Before we leave, we got a little bit more from Don LeClaire. Check out the latest of him talking about MicroStrategy and his thoughts.
Money printing, 0% interest rates. We need a hedge. You evaluate gold, stocks, real estate, passive index investing, buying back your own shares, which is certainly was part of the calculus for them, for MicroStrategy. It's basically what everyone else does, right? It's like, we don't want to hold the melting ice cube as it was said. What do we do? Well, just I guess we can artificially pump our earnings. Maybe we debt finance it and get a bit of leverage and really goose the earnings per share. But they bought some Bitcoin instead at $9,000, $10,000, $11,000. That was before this kind of crazy bull market. And quickly it turned from a defensive strategy to an offensive strategy. So debt financed Bitcoin purchases, equity dilution, convertible notes, which is still, I think, this very misunderstood strategy they're implementing, which is borrowing money for 5 or 6 years. You're blending almost this equity call option on your own common stock. You're like selling volatility you're selling leveraged Bitcoin volatility to buy more Bitcoin. You or me can't do that. We can't print our own shares. But for a corporation, for a public company, you can. And so, really, I think it started off as just an exemplary, hey, you can have this as a portfolio diversifier. And it transitioned into, I think this is the best thing to own out of every asset in the world. And eventually, it already is for MicroStrategy, and for me and you, Bitcoin is the benchmark.